There's an undeniable feeling that comes with the changing of the season. The transition from summer to fall can often feel slow as creation prepares for rest. The nights get longer, the days get shorter, and I can't help but feel like God is gently nudging us to do the same, to slow down from our busy pace of life, to breathe in the cool air of autumn, and to rest and take time to recognize and process all the changes. Moving here has probably been one of the biggest changes of my life. I think we love the idea of traveling and visiting new places because it gives us a new and fresh perspective on our home. But what about when you can't go right back? It's somewhat disorienting. You go through a stripping process, a stripping of your identity, like the stripping of all the leaves from a tree. Who am I? My identity no longer fits or makes sense in regards to this new place. The stripping of the leaves of a tree is natural and good, but when applied to a person, it can feel painful. Yet when we slow down, take a deep breath, and rest in the loving arms of our Creator, we recognize that just like the tree, the stripping is necessary for new life to be brought forth. It's super rainy and cold today. We went to get some breakfast this morning after we dropped the girls off at school and do a little date and went to the bazaar. I actually filmed. I wanted to take you guys around the bazaar and show you what they kind of look like here, but we got rained out. So I'll have to finish that video at another time, but I was showing how we ended up buying another stroller for Haven here. One is just smaller. I ended up coming with a bob stroller because I was told just like with the sidewalks, you want something that has like really durable wheels, but it ended up not being as practical as I thought it would be. They actually redid our sidewalks, so it makes it a lot easier for the strollers now. The one main reason that I didn't specify in the other video of why I needed a different stroller was because of going around to like places like the bazaar and how tight they are. Like the stroller is just way too big. I can't actually fit it in any of the taxi trunks here, because all the trunks have like a natural gas, I don't know how you explain it, like a canister that they use different types of gas here in their cars. And then also you cannot find baby changing tables anywhere here. It's just not a thing. And all the strollers that people use here lie flat, which is how people change their babies. And the bob stroller does not lay completely flat. It actually is like on a slight incline. And most strollers, I think, from the States don't lay flat. There are some if you buy. I found a new stroller that is super lightweight, very compactable, like folds up really small, and which was kind of like the one I was gonna buy before we came here, but I'm glad that I waited because they're much less expensive here. We'll see if it actually holds up. So we'll see how that works. It'll just be nice to be able to change Haven somewhere. I was actually just like changing her on the ground in like with a little changing pad, so that will make a huge difference. But anyway, we're back early from the bazaar because it's raining and chilly, and probably just gonna work on my puzzle and color some pictures today because it feels super hard to get motivated with the rain and the dreariness. I'm just not used to it. We've been in Texas for so long and it's just always sunny in Texas. This is why my husband has always been such a tea lover, because they have amazing teas here, and teas for all different kinds of things like anti-aging, and all of it's loose leaf. Like if you go to the cafe, you'll always get loose leaf tea. So they have lots of teas, and they have the best mountain honey, which is awesome. So perfect for these rainy, chilly days.
So I didn't want him to stray.
make my sourdough in the bathroom because it's the only warm place right now in the house. There's heaters in the floor here. So that's where my bread sits. Don't mind my messy appearance, but I feel like all I ever do here is wash dishes and I'm in the kitchen, which is not a bad thing, but I did not film any of what I was making today, but we did make some spaghetti sauce for dinner because I had some tomatoes that didn't look all the greatest, so I made those into a sauce. And then I also made 2 jars of pumpkin puree today because I had a pumpkin that I needed to use. Really fun. All the things that I once would have purchased in America because of convenience, those things you just can't get here in jars, I'm having to make them all myself, which is kind of what I always want to do anyway, but it's different when you're forced to actually do it. It's just so warm outside right now. It's probably like 75 degrees. I think it's supposed to get to almost 80 today, so I'm taking advantage of it and brought my drying rack back outside to hang my clothes to dry. And then I'm gonna get a workout in because I don't want to pass up the warm weather while we still have it. So who are you? How do you define yourself? How do others define you? These are questions that I've been asking myself lately. I've never really felt like I struggled with my identity, but coming to a place where that is challenged has really made me think a lot about who I am and who I want to be. We've been reading in the book of James recently, and it speaks about the one who looks at himself in the mirror and goes away and quickly forgets what he was like. And I realized that my identity has become shaken when I define myself based on anything outside of who God tells me I am. My mixer has 1 speed, fast. What are you doing? That's my string. I've realized that I've lost the sense of whose I am. If I'm honest, there are many days when I wish I wasn't here. Not because I don't like it here, there's so much that I really enjoy about being here. But some days I just feel so lost in who I am now in this new place. And also just wondering, will I feel like myself again when I return home? Or will this experience leave a permanent, lasting imprint on my life? In life, our circumstances will be challenged, whether we actively choose that and move to a new location, or we have a sickness that catches us off guard. But regardless, I don't want my circumstances to define or change my security in my identity. No matter where I am in the world, no matter what challenges I might be facing, I know that I'm His. So this stripping of our identity can feel painful at the time, but our loving God is using it to transform us into His image.